What you're about to learn is, in my humble opinion, the most important concept in trading. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Good day traders, I'm Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading, and today we're going to be talking about what I consider to be the most important concept of trading. You've heard me talk before about Brent Penfold's book, The Universal Principles of Successful Trading. If you haven't got this book, I highly recommend getting it. Probably the most powerful concept that you'll get out of this book is about avoiding the risk of ruin. Now, what is the risk of ruin? You don't hear about this in many books, if any other books at all. You don't hear about it in workshops. You don't hear about it in courses. But in my opinion, this is probably the #1 reason that most traders fail. Unless you understand your risk of ruin and how to avoid that, most likely you're on your way to blowing up your trading account. So, what is the risk of ruin? Risk of ruin is the likelihood that, based on your current trade expectancy and your risk management, how likely you are at some point in the future to hit a point in your trading where you'll run your account down and most likely stop trading. So let's go over this. So Brent talks about enlightenment, and enlightenment entails that for switching your mindset from succeeding in trading and focusing on surviving, having a modest expectation with your returns and focus on risk management. So traders come into the trading world and they seek the Holy Grail, where they have a high probability of entering a trade with very low risk of feeling any heat against their position, and the majority of the time having winning trades. However, as we know, for those of you that have been trading long enough, it very rarely works that way. So the next step is that they head towards simplicity. So if you're going to plan on surviving in trading, one of the things to do is to probably declutter a lot of your system and trading strategies and remove a lot of the indicators and focus on some very simple strategies, regardless of the time frame you're on, that will remove the analysis paralysis. And that goes for a lot of the algorithmic traders as well. A lot of their systems, a lot of the successful systems that have withstood the test of time are highly price related and very little indicator based. So simplifying your trading system. And the next part of that progression is treading where the majority fear. So oftentimes the best trades fly in the face of fear. So where the greatest amount of fear is in the market, so the market could be crashing down and it's at a point where most traders would then have some sort of indication from their price triggers or their indicators that the trend is now down and would be looking to enter that trade to continue their short position or enter into a short position. And that's actually the point where the market turns and comes screaming back to the long side. So you have to have a simple system that enables you to enter into these trades, treading where the majority fear, except that the most important part of that is that regardless of where you enter the trend, you always have to be able to identify your trade entry and have validated that through back testing and forward testing to ensure your survival. But in order for you to succeed, you need to avoid the risk of ruin. So what is risk of ruin? Now Brent in his book has this formula, and your risk of ruin is calculated basically in this bracket formula where 1 minus your wins minus your losses divided by 1 plus your wins minus your losses. And that's multiplied times the number of units of money in your account. So essentially, just in simple terms, if you had a $10,000 account and you risked $1,000 on every trade, you hypothetically could lose 10 times in a row and blow your account up. Now the mathematical formula that would break down to with a 50% win rate is approximately a 30% risk of ruin. Now Brent breaks that down a bit more in saying that unless you can get your risk of ruin to zero, anything above zero is that an indication that at some point you're likely to blow your account up or hit a point where you'll stop trading. So if you want more information, check out Brent's website at Index Trader or get his book, The Universal Principles of Successful Trading. I'll include the link below. This is a must-have book if you're serious about trading. Now, you've heard me talk about, I've been using some the new Edgewonk trading journal software, and I was doing everything by hand before. Brent uses just an Excel spreadsheet. He gives you the formula to plug it all in. But what I found with Edgewonk is I can enter my trades in, and I'm just slowly learning that software now, but it gives me all the data I need to know to calculate my risk of ruin, and it prints the graph out for me. So it's fantastic software. If you haven't seen Edgewonk, check it out. I'll be talking about that as well. But you need to understand your risk of ruin formulation in order to survive at trading and not worry about succeeding. If you're focused on the risk management and you've got a positive trade expectancy, your long-term success is almost guaranteed. So hopefully you got some value out of today's video, traders. Understand your risk of ruin. This is the most important concept in trading if you're serious about staying in the markets and trading successfully. Have a great trading week, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.